We're at Blake's 14-unit Texas Hill Country glamping cabin retreat. I'm sure you have what do you call this complex?
The community is called Starlight Horizon. It's 14 cabins in Canyon Lake, Texas. We purchased them all when they were originally long-term rentals and are converting them into luxury short-term rentals. Literally renovating them completely from the inside and out, redoing all the landscaping, all the interiors, refinishing all the exteriors, just making it like really nice, high-end. Once it's all done, it'll be probably one of the nicer products for similar type properties in the area. It's really marketed like an Airbnb, but also like a hotel, kind of a weird in between almost. We have it listed on Airbnb, VRBO, but we also have like a direct booking site, and we'll be advertising it on Google as a hotel.
So how did you find the deal, and how did you guys finance it, fundraise for it? Can you tell us?
So it was found on market actually, and when we made our offer, it was like right before interest rates and stuff went crazy, and we were competing with a few other offers. Per the broker, we weren't the highest bid, but because we had enough portfolio and experience in doing this kind of stuff, they went with us, trusting that we'd be able to close on it. So we got it under at 1.8, and we have a $1 million CapEx budget.
So tell folks, why do you choose commercial real estate over just residential short-term rentals?
They both have negatives and benefits, or negatives and positives, but with commercial and with projects like these, you have a lot more control over the value. I can raise the value of the property, not just because of like recently sold comps, but because we can actually generate more income to generate more value on the property. And honestly, it's the same amount of work on something like this than it was for just a regular short-term rental. We need more hands in the pot and more people to be involved, more contractors, but it's the same level of touch and hands-on than just doing a regular short-term rental. So it's way more worth it.
Is this zoned for hospitality? What is this zoned at?
We're actually outside of city limits, and so we are technically not zoned anything. We're in the ETJ, and so we can operate it as a short-term rental. In Canyon Lake, they have a word permit that you have to get to be able to operate here, and that's all that we had to do was get that. It's actually with Comal County, so we had to get a word permit, but we're able to operate this essentially as a hotel.
And is Canyon Lake going to have a short-term rental regulations soon, or?
Certain areas and certain neighborhoods do, but it's not like a citywide thing. It's more just based on those specific areas. I know there's been discussions just being in like certain like Canyon Lake forums, but it's hard to say because Canyon Lake technically isn't a real city. It's literally, it's like a municipality, I guess. I'm not really sure. And so I don't know that Canyon Lake as a city has the ability to completely restrict short-term rentals. Similar like Driftwood, which is near Dripping Springs, is the same way. It's not actually like a city, so it's governed loosely, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
All that to say, it really have to be like on a county level for them to restrict anything here.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, so we're gonna go inside to one of the pre-renovated cabins, and then we're gonna go into one of the renovated cabins so you can see the before and after.
Welcome to a unrenovated cabin. Renovations have already started. We don't have any currently that are completely unrenovated, but this is the least renovated, so you can kind of see what it looks like without all the beautiful fixtures and everything. The renovations in all the cabins, we literally are coming through doing all the floors. I should mention actually, all these homes are prefabricated homes, and so they're not actually like slab built houses. They're literally prefab homes, and so we've had to do some things like fixing the subfloor, which you can see here, and different areas, just because these were not super well maintained when we first took over, so we had to do a bunch of little fixes like that. We're replacing all the trim, all the paint, every single light fixture, just essentially a full gut. Also had to do certain things in the design so that it doesn't feel like a prefab home.
Yeah.
You can see like the new cabinets and stuff are in here, but we're literally doing new cabinets, all the countertops, backsplash, everything. Everything. Only thing we're not replacing is like roofs and HVACs. I think everything else is brand new.
So are you also rewiring all the electrical, or?
Yes. About, I would say 80% of the electrical work is getting redone.
What about the windows and doors?
So windows are not being replaced unless we have to. And you can see here, because these were prefab homes, they had like dual windows where there was like space here.
Okay.
And so we removed, like part of our design was like making these not feel like
Right,
prefab
right,
homes. And so we removed the front and we're just adding trim around here so that it feels just like a regular windowsill. And there used to be like trim pieces that ran vertically along the walls because that's just how they were built, and it made it feel like very
Got
cheap.
it. Yeah.
So we undid that.
Are you keeping the giant soaking tub
We
or
actually
hot
are
tub,
keeping
or
these.
is
Yeah.
this hot tub or jacuzzi or?
I think it's a jacuzzi.
Okay.
Yeah, there's jets in this one. We are keeping these in all the units. Yeah, there's not a single one that we had to replace. Like, they were all in fairly good condition. Showers got replaced. So like redoing all the finishings here, like as you can see, like all brand new stuff. Yeah, just make it feel luxury, high end. Our exterior is going to look phenomenal, and so we just want to match that exterior with the design
Got
on the
it.
inside. They're all 3-bedroom, 2-bath, except for one unit. And essentially what we're doing now is we're doing like what I call a rough draft on the design, where we're just getting these things furnished as quickly as possible, so we can start generating income. And then once they're all finished and then all the exterior is finished, we're gonna come back and do like another like refresh.
So like murals or something like that. Yeah.
Adding things to make it look really cool and unique, and more furnishings. Like right now, which you'll see in the renovated ones, there's not TVs in all the rooms, but that's something that we want to add, like have TVs in all the rooms. Right now we're prioritizing speed over like perfection, just so we can generate some income.
Got it. So what are some hiccups in the renovation process? Have there been kind of challenges that you didn't anticipate?
Definitely. Septic is a big one. This property is on septic system. I think it has like 3 different systems that we have to manage, and that's been a little bit difficult. We've had a couple issues. We haven't mostly figured out, but you know, there's limits on like the size of the septic and how much it can handle. So we had to do some upgrades here and there. As far as hiccups with the like interior renovations, each cabin has kind of had its own individual issues. You can tell by the door on this one, like this one was not in good shape at all when we first took it over. And so we've had issues like them smelling like cat pee and dog pee and just like really gnarly, broken windows, of course. The subfloor has been a big one because these are not on slab, and so and a few of them we had like soft spots and subfloor that was like literally broken, like holes in the floor, all kinds of crazy stuff. We've had issues with animals out here too. So one, we have like a goat that comes around and like eats the plants.
That's
we did
great.
not know was gonna happen until we closed on it. So we've had to work on like keeping him out. He's actually really sweet, but we have cameras like on all sides of the cabins now, so we can kind of keep that at bay. So like our virtual team that monitors our cameras like will let us know if they see like any suspicious animals coming around.
Got it.
So.
Yeah. Cool. Let's go to the renovating unit.
Yeah, let's check it out.
So Blake, tell us about what you have done to upgrade the previous unit into this.
So like I was saying, in the unrenovated ones, we literally gutted everything, made it feel high design, luxury, open, clear, beautiful, all the things. And our priority right now, like I mentioned, is speed. And so we have essentially like pre-choices of furniture that we have, and our guys just come in and they just install it and make it look nice. And then we are actually going to be theming each cabin, but right now they're not super themed. They just each look nice and generating income for us in the meantime. The goal with these was to make it feel modern, clean, because that's not what a lot of our competition is doing in Canyon Lake. So we're trying to design them to look different than most of them. So we're opting for like more modern rustic design. I don't handle a lot of the furnishings, but on the construction design, I made a lot of the finishing choices. So like you can see like in the kitchen, we did the blue cabinets. Honestly, this is a very weird anecdotal thing, but our listings with blue cabinets, for whatever reason, do better. I don't know if maybe I'm just like perceiving that or something, but something about having color cabinets is really nice versus having the white. It looks very washed out and doesn't like pop in photos. So that's what we thought a lot about. We went with the subway tile just as like a budget choice, so we can make nicer upgrades in other places. And the cabins used to have top cabinets, but we just went with the open shelving, like very nice, clean look.
I love open shelving in the STRs.
It looks great. It looks great. We're really happy with it. And then here, I can show you guys in the master bedrooms. So we always opt for the biggest bed possible in all of our options, and then we try to put beds in every single room, which we have, not beds. We try to put TVs in every single room, but in this one, we have not put TVs in all the rooms yet, just until it's all finished. Because we're doing so much outside that we don't know exactly what our budget's gonna look like for the interiors yet. So like I said, it's just like keeping it as clean and efficient as we can. King bed in here, queen bed in the other rooms. And you can see the after for the bathrooms looks really, really nice. And you can see, because you were asking about the soaking tubs and the master bath. They look great. All we did was we just came in here and cleaned them, refinished them all.
Wow.
Yeah. And it looks
so did you,
super nice.
were they cream color before and you like painted them white basically, or?
Yeah, it's not just paint. It's like, you know, the paint that sticks. They refinish tubs.
The refinishing tub paint.
Exactly. We did that, replaced the hardware. We're gonna do some things in here once we come and do our final upgrade to make this whole area just like look super clean. But we went with the prefabricated showers. That was a design choice we made pretty much just based off of budget. It was like 2 or 3 times more expensive to do tile and have to do like custom shower pans. And so we just went with the prefab. That's what was here before. We just made it look nicer.
Got it.
New hardware, the whole nine. The cabinets are super bright. So we have white paint in here now. We may even consider coming back once we do our like final finish on the design and doing like black trim or something to make it look very, very cool and trendy.
Yeah.
But every single cabin at some vantage point has like a really nice view of like trees or the hill country or something. And so try to really, we made a distinct decision to not do like blinds, like the wood blinds or anything, and just go with curtains so that you could enjoy the views of the nature.
Can you expand on, I think you talked to my Hotel Mastermind folks about how lakefront is not necessarily important in Canyon Lake. Can you highlight what that is here?
Yes, so here we're about, I would say 8 minutes to get to the lake. In Canyon Lake, lakefront, it helps because you have a nice view of the lake, which people appreciate. But Canyon Lake doesn't actually have, or they don't actually allow boat docks. And so you can't have like a private boat dock on the lake.
Yeah.
And so people aren't booking lakeside properties for any other reason other than just like having a nice view. There's no real benefit. And so regardless of where you stay in Canyon Lake, you're having to haul your boat. And so that's why we felt confident, even though this isn't next to the lake or on the lake, people are gonna be booking regardless, because no matter where they stay, they're having to haul their boat if they are doing boats.
Right, yeah.
And we would like to have some kind of partnership at some point with a boat rental company, or we can rent our own boats or kayaks, paddle boards, things like that.
So, Blake, tell us where people can find you if they want to stay here.
They want to stay here. Our direct booking site is starlighthorizon.com, starlighthorizon.com. That's where you can find us, my contact info. If you want to get in touch with me, my email is blakedoesrealestate@gmail.com. I answer my emails pretty quickly, so.
I'm gonna do a lot more commercial STR content as well as hotel content and glamping content. So if you want more content like this, be sure to follow me. And that's that. We'll see you next time.